The mom has acted kind of crazy, shaking the seat in front of her. She reared back and slapped really hard at the grandma.
Did she slap you? She slap you?
No, that is first time.
A single slap on an airplane, a family in visible distress, and a chain of legal consequences most people never see coming.
Hey. How are you? So what's going on?
So we have like a mom probably in her 50s traveling with her son who's probably 6 or 7 and a grandma. The mom has acted kind of crazy, shaking the seat in front of her. She reared back and slapped really hard at the grandma, and a passenger saw it, and she went to the back left, but it was locked and closed, someone was in it. She was kicking it. They have been calm. I did have another crew member sit close so she could monitor during taxi and landing. She's been okay, but there is an elderly person involved and a child, so I can't.
And you said they're all traveling together? Where did this happen? Was it right after takeoff?
No, this happened like before landing recently.
So were you in the state of Florida, you would say, or?
Yeah. I mean, it happened within the last hour.
Within the last hour? Okay. I guess would you be able to point them out to us as they come off?
Well, if they're 22 Delta, do you want me to just go get them?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. How's everybody doing? All right. We're going to go talk when we get to the top. Ma'am, over here. Ma'am, come over here. Because me and you need to talk. So what's going on? Is that your mom? Is this your mother?
Yeah.
So what happened on the airplane?
About what?
Did anything happen on the flight between you and your mother?
Nothing. I realized she didn't take a medication.
She didn't take her medication?
So I was very upset because I can't retrieve them. So it's very difficult to find them.
To find her medication?
I was very upset because you didn't tell me that you didn't take them.
Okay, because we got reports that you may have slapped her.
Yeah, I was sorry, but I was terribly upset.
So did you slap her in the face?
Them, and I
So you
don't
got
know
you.
way of recovering them.
So you got upset because she forgot her medications? Do you live in Florida or do you live in California?
Pardon?
Do you live here in Florida or California?
Yeah. So I just left them home. And
So you live in California?
Out why, yeah.
Okay. Do you have an ID on you?
Out how I can get them back.
Okay, we'll figure it. Can I just see your ID? Can you tell me what happened? Can you tell me what happened on the plane that obviously got... Okay, I understand that, but obviously police got called.
Please.
Yes. Police officer. Yes.
She had too much surgery.
Too much surgery?
Surgery had. He is little nervous.
Okay.
And I have surgery. I put drop. I finished my drop yesterday. She told me, okay, you not talk me, no more drop. Okay. That is normal.
Did anything happen on the plane physically?
Yeah.
Something
It's
physically.
okay.
But what happened? I understand you're saying it's okay, because if you don't tell me, other people are going to tell me, and I want to hear from you what you have to tell me.
Sorry, my English is terrible.
Espanol? Or what do you speak?
No, I speak Bulgarian.
Bulgarian? Okay.
Boyanie, Lababut.
Did she slap you? She slap you?
No, that is first time. That's small. That's small.
Okay, so she did. Okay.
No.
All right. Do you have ID?
I have ID.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hi, you a witness?
Yeah.
Do you mind walking up here with me? I'm just gonna.
No, of course, man. I'll talk to you. Yeah.
All right.
I didn't realize they were calling for me. So.
It's all good. Yeah, we just wanted an independent person.
Yeah, no, I got you.
All right, what'd you see, bud?
So basically, I mean, she was acting a bit erratic the whole flight.
Okay.
You know, I guess the suspect, or I don't know her name right
In what way? Drugs or just
I wouldn't say
nervous?
drugs, but she looked like, I guess, nervous and was very, like, erratic, you know?
Okay.
So when I saw what occurred, basically, she was, like, kicking the chair and then, like, kind of in front of her, got up and then just slapped her on the left cheek with the right hand, just, like,
Slapped who?
the older lady over there.
Sitting next to her?
Sitting next to her, yeah.
Were they having words?
They were having words, like, the whole flight. That's part of what I was trying to say in the beginning, yeah.
Okay. So they were back and forth with each other.
Yeah.
And who is sitting where?
Lady who slapped was sitting in the aisle. Lady who got slapped, older lady, was in the middle.
Okay.
Kid that I didn't know about on the right side.
So basically, she's being irritated the whole flight.
Yeah, more or less.
About an hour ago, she stands up or she's sitting down when she
No,
does it?
so I'll just basically reenact it. Sitting there, starts like shaking the chair in front of her. You could ask the guy, I guess, I don't know, maybe too late, but the guy in front of her was annoyed with her too. But starts shaking it, kicks the chair, gets up, stands there, and then just bam, slaps across the face while they're having words.
One time?
One time.
But
big,
open
big
hand?
one time.
Big?
But then I saw that and I went, boop, and then the guy came pretty quickly. But she was still standing there when that guy came.
Can you do me a favor and stand up? And just put your hands behind your back. You're going to be placed under arrest.
Stop pulling me.
Control 146. Let me show us 1015.
You have your grandson.
You got your grandson with you.
Look at your grandson.
Hey,
Go get your grandson. You have
deal with him.
No, please,
Don't make it.
please,
Don't make it
take
worse.
me,
No,
take me,
no.
take me,
Stop.
take me. No, no, go.
Stop.
Oh,
Stop it.
please,
You're gonna make it worse.
Please.
You're gonna make it worse.
please.
Stop. 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 Stop it.
No, I no go home.
Stop it.
I sleep here.
Stop. You're gonna make
I
it so much worse.
sleep here.
Child.
I sleep here.
Your grandson.
I sleep
Stop.
here.
Stop.
I sleep here.
Stop.
Buyane. Buyatok. I sleep here. No. No. No.
Come on, buddy.
I sleep here.
Where are they supposed to go? They can't go anywhere.
I guess they'll go to the hotel.
No, they can't get there.
Is there anybody else here? Any other family here or friends?
No. They can't go anywhere. You want them to stay there at the airport. But why are you listening? What's so much that I do? I said I apologize.
It doesn't matter. You might like
It's
you're in the
just
state of Florida.
one.
You cannot put your
It's
hands
just
on.
one time. It's not a lot of time.
It's a battery on a domestic situation. You can't touch family members. You can't even touch anybody else. If they don't want to be touched like that, you can't do it. Watch your step. Look.
I can't put myself to
You want to go? You want to sit? You want to go backwards? Did you double up, please? Yeah. Okay. Watch your head. You're gonna want to turn to the back, and you're gonna want to lowly sit down. Okay. Okay.
This is not about what happened at 30,000 feet. This is about what 3 statutes, 2 constitutional amendments, and 1 procedural gap do to that moment once the plane lands. What looks like a family argument could result in 5 years in state prison, and the detail that determines the outcome may have nothing to do with the slap itself. Before the verdict, before the plea, before the arraignment, there is a sequence of legal decisions made in under 10 minutes at a gate. Every one of them matters. Here is why. Graham v. Connor, 490 US, 386,989. the Supreme Court held that all enforcement decisions must be assessed from the perspective of a reasonable officer at the scene, with only the information available at that moment, never with hindsight. Under Illinois v. Gates, 462 U.S., 213, 1983, probable cause is established from the totality of circumstances. Here, 3 independent sources converge: a flight crew account, an eyewitness, and a partial acknowledgement by the suspect. Each source alone is insufficient. Together, they are legally decisive. Florida Statute Section 784.03 defines battery as any intentional unwanted physical contact. No injury is required, no premeditation is required. Emotional distress, medication disputes, family tension, none of these are recognized affirmative defenses under Florida law. Florida Statute Section 784.08 reclassifies simple battery to a third-degree felony when the victim is 65 years of age or older and the offender knew or reasonably should have known. Mandatory minimum 3 years imprisonment. Maximum 5 years plus court-ordered restitution. A daughter traveling with her mother cannot credibly dispute the knowledge element. Florida Statute Section 741.28 extends the classification to domestic violence when battery occurs between family or household members. The statute eliminates officer discretion entirely. Once probable cause exists, arrest is mandatory. Sympathy, apology, and context are legally irrelevant at the point of enforcement. Federal jurisdiction over in-flight offenses is established under 49 United States Code Section 46,506. The criminal law of the state where an aircraft lands applies to offenses committed aboard that aircraft during flight over United States territory. The officer's early question about where the strike occurred was not procedural courtesy. It was a jurisdictional predicate. Miranda v. Arizona, 384 U.S. 436, 1966. Rights advisement must be delivered in a language the suspect can meaningfully understand. For a Bulgarian-speaking suspect with limited English, a standard English Miranda warning does not satisfy the constitutional requirement. Statements obtained before a proper advisement are subject to suppression. The 14th Amendment Due Process Clause independently reinforces this obligation. Language access in criminal enforcement is not a courtesy protocol. It is a constitutional flaw. Evidence obtained below that flaw risks exclusion, regardless of how well the underlying arrest was constructed. Florida Statute Section 843.02, resisting an officer without violence. Physical refusal to comply with a lawful arrest command, including gripping a fixed railing to prevent handcuffing, satisfies the actus reus of this first-degree misdemeanor, carrying a sentence of up to 1 year. Resistance adds charges, not sympathy. Lesson 1. Pre-contact intelligence gathering is legal architecture, not optional procedure. Officers who pause to brief before contact create a documented information record that defines the reasonableness of every decision that follows under Graham v. Connor. The briefing is not a delay, it is protection. Lesson 2. Language access is a constitutional obligation with prosecutorial consequences. The failure to secure a qualified interpreter before custodial questioning does not invalidate the arrest. It creates a suppression vulnerability that can strip the prosecution of its strongest evidence at trial. Lesson 3. Mandatory arrest statutes exist to remove moral discretion from enforcement. Section 741.28 does not permit an officer to weigh the suspect's distress against the legal definition of domestic battery. The legislature has already weighed it. The officer enforces the result. The arrest is legally valid. The probable cause is well documented across 3 sources. But a valid arrest and a surviving prosecution are not the same outcome, and the distance between them may rest on a single question that the footage does not answer. So, was a certified Bulgarian interpreter present at booking? Were the Miranda rights read in a language this suspect could actually understand? If not, what happens to every statement she made when defense counsel files the suppression motion? There is a second question the footage raises and leaves open. An elderly woman and a young child, both foreign nationals, was left at Tampa International Airport without a caregiver. What legal obligation does that create? And who bears it? The law that required this arrest is clear and unambiguous. What happens next for the suspect, the victim, and the child still unfolding in a system where speech statutes are only the beginning. The courtroom is where the real analysis starts. Which provision carries the most weight when this case reaches a judge? The felony enhancement under Section 784.08, the language access failure under Miranda and the 14th Amendment, or the mandatory arrest obligation under Section 741.28. The law does not grade on sympathy. It grades on elements, evidence, and procedure. which element is strongest here, which is the weakest. And if you were defense counsel walking into this case, where would you start?